Okay, so I got a little injury here. Little jujitsu injury. Fingers a little jacked up. I had a rehearsal last night because I got a gig on Friday, which is in 4 days. So, laying off the guitar until time for the show. In the meantime, still got this. Haven't had time to sell it off. So, I have 3 more slots left, 7, 8, and 9. And I figure, why not have some fun and couple the Teenage Engineering Medieval with this Porta Studio Tascam, just to create some stuff and see how it goes on tape. Maybe play some guitar without the ring finger, of course, over it, and yeah, have some fun. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go. Okay, got some LM1 samples pulled up. And let me just okay, I think I have everything at the volumes that I want, and I'm going to keep it very simple for this one. We're at 100 BPM, and let me just go back. Here we go. Okay, let's give it a snare. All right. Okay. Okay, the only thing I really don't like is the hi-hat. So I'm going to press Altero, quantize, and I'm going to press this pad, and I'm going to change it to 16. Let's see how that does. Okay, I think I did something to that. And let's go back to main. Okay, I got bass string. And now I have 3 Manuses. I'm going to go back to the first one. I'm going to record that first. Okay, that works. And we're going to go to the second. So now we're gonna go to the third section, and we've got I'm gonna keep the drum pattern the length that it is, and I'm going to add 2 more to B, which is the bass string sound. I don't think you actually have to do this. It's just something that my brain won't let me forget if I don't do. But here we go. Okay, I've got a stereo cable coming out of the headphone jack of the Medieval, going into channels 1 and 2 on the Porta 02 MK2. I've got the trim set up. I'll let you hear it. So both sides are equal, and I've got it clipping a bit because I want to give it some of that compression when it is onto the tape. All the levels are good. Now the trick with samplers like this is they don't always trigger from the beginning, and I think there's a way to go into this and make it so that whenever I switch from one section to the next, that it actually starts in the beginning. But I'm not exactly sure how to do that right now. I will go in and try to learn that. I didn't see it in the manual, so I'm gonna have to go online and look at videos for the Teenage Engineering KO2 and learn how to do it from there, because there's not a lot for this one yet. But it is what it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zero this since I rewound it. So let it play forward just a little bit. I'll let it go to 3. Okay, now I'm gonna cue up record here. All right. Now I'm gonna hit this, and here we go. Okay, we got that there. Let's rewind it back. Not the happiest with what I did, but it's okay. We'll play it forward, and then I'll think about if I want to play some guitar over that. Okay, so far so fun. The tough part is gonna be right now me figuring out where to play what chord, because I could have let the whole thing be in C, but I didn't. So, and I obviously it's not, each section's not starting on the same note except for that first section, which is the C. So I'm just gonna freestyle some guitar over this. So here we got the best amp in the world. You can argue with me about it if you want, but that's a completely subjective claim, so it'd be stupid to do so. I got the volume really low. The treble is at, I guess, 4. Middle is right up the middle, and the bass is at 6. The distortion is right below 5. I know a lot of people don't like the distortion on these amps, but on the modern versions, they fixed it up. A lot of reverb, and it's on the vibrato setting with a very low speed and the depth all the way up almost, and it sounds like this. And I'm playing the neck pickup of my Gretsch G5655T Center Block Junior. We're going out of the line out of the jazz chorus into the 3rd channel of the Porta 02. And I'm just gonna play like some guitar player from some 4AD album that you've probably never heard. Okay, I like the line out sound better than the headphone out sound in the JC40. So what I've done is I've stuck something in the headphone out just so you can't hear the amp. And now you're only hearing what's coming out of the Porta 02. And I'm gonna queue up record on this, make sure this one's on safe, and I got the level that I want, and we're just gonna do it. Alright, that was a whole lot of fun. And I think that if you pair this thing with some cassette goodness like that, that's the best that I've ever heard it, and that's the most fun that I've ever had with it. I mean, it didn't hurt that I'm playing my guitar through it, and this guitar that I've taken to loving, funny, I could still kind of play with this. It hurts, it feels funny, but I can still do certain things with it. So if I wanted to, you know, I have a whole other track that I could work with. So I could bounce everything down to that track, put some vocals on it, add some other elements if I felt like it. Even though I feel like the bass element, the guitar, and the drums, that was sounding pretty good to me, especially with this tape saturation. Maybe add some kind of vocal, something like that. But that's an interesting way to mess with the Teenage Engineering Medieval. I got 2 more track slots, so I'll do another thing like this with one of them for another video, and then I'll make that video with the MPC comparing the 2 of them, and then I think that'll be the end of my time with this thing. As fun as it just revealed itself to be in this context, yeah, I think if I'm going to continue down the teenage engineering route at all, it's either going to be with a KO2 or with a PO33 KO, the original KO, little guy. Because I've been watching a bunch of videos on those just out of curiosity, and they seem like they can do a lot of what the Medieval can do or the KO2 can do in a smaller form factor, a third of the price. And yeah, it's just fun. Like that little tiny thing, you expect it to be just a toy like that. But people, I've heard some people create some pretty sophisticated pieces with that. And so that's interesting. One thing that I'll say about using this into the tape machine, yes, it sounds cool. Yes, it was fun. Is it any different than what I could do with the MPC One or One Plus or Live or any MPC? It's not. It's just a way to add some more flavor to this. The compression that you get on the outs of this is great, but the saturation and the natural tape compression you get using the cassette machine, I feel like they're completely unmatched by this. Like that flavor was so amazing. And then the jazz chorus with the Gretsch into this thing, it was like immediate 4AD vibes, which if you don't know, of course, I'm a huge fan of. So that was awesome for me. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.